As the old saying goes, there are many ways to skin a cat, and equally there are just as many ways to edit and organize your photos in Photoshop. I've never had any formal training, but I'm just going to give you an idea of how I deal with the situation. I've uploaded some pictures we took in August 2016 just for a demo, and we're going to have a flick through and see how best, which ones to select and how we edit them. So I'll just enlarge this up and go full screen and make the pictures a bit bigger. So when we're out and about taking photographs, we tend to shoot lots and lots of pictures, and you need to scan through and just see which you think looks the best. What we're looking for, or what the customer is looking for, is seeing themselves on their boat. And yeah, here we have a nice picture, mother and daughter in the back, chappie driving. Okay, he's not looking at the camera, but I think that's quite a nice shot, and hopefully that will tempt them to send us an email and upload some more pictures for them. So I'm going to open this with Photoshop. It should keep to there. Okay, so we need to crop this down first of all. This one looks pretty straight. It's essential the horizon is always horizontal. Water doesn't run up or downhill, so the horizon must be dead straight. We'll crop that there. Because the pictures on the website are fairly small, I tend to crop in quite closely, and when people perhaps buy a print, I might give them a little more background, but for them to see reasonable detail in their picture, we do need to crop quite close. Now, we generally find on the water, the background, and in this case the sea, is too dark, and you can do this, go into Image, Adjustments, Shadows, Highlights. This is a brilliant tool in Photoshop and enables you to mess about with the shadows. See how much lighter the sea looks now. Just check the highlights. We're looking for the white hull to be not burnt out. Again, the problem we have photographing bright white boats on a sunny day is that the white tends to overexpose. So just doing a little bit of adjustment there. Happy with that. Can't see much else needs doing to that. Now we have to save it and name it. So what we need to do is look back. I saw the boat name on the front of the boat. I'm back in Finder now, and it's called Mr. Bubbles. And we can see from that, let's just enlarge up a bit. It's a Sea Ray 215 Express. Okay, so Control-Shift-S, save as. We start with the date, which was 160813. Mr. Whoops, it must always be in capitals. Mr. Whoops. I wish I could touch type. Right, so we've got the date in reverse, like 160813, 13th of August 1916, the name of the boat Mr. Bubbles, and then to separate the name from the type of boat we put a hyphen, a minus, and I'm going to copy that little bit so that on the next photograph I can just paste that in place. So we save that, Command W, close it down, and back into Finder. Let's go on and find the next boat. Right, quite like that one. There tend to be lots and lots of photographs. So, this is getting interesting. Again, people on board. We've obviously taken quite a lot of them. I'm going to go for that one. It's nice. They're all looking happy and cheerful. Looks like the whole crew are in view. So we'll open with Photoshop. We're already set up for the right crop dimensions. So you need to hold the Shift key down when you move so that it keeps exactly the right proportion with the original image. Now this does need a bit of straightening, which is easily done like that. And we'll crop there. As you probably know, you can click on straighten, run the line across the horizon, and double click, and that will do it. Photoshop will do it for you. Now, rather than going to shadow highlight, I have various options, automatic settings set up. If you know Photoshop, you'll know how to do that. So if I go function 8, which I have set up for reducing the shadows or lightening the shadows, 2 clicks with my finger and I've got a pretty good picture there. I also have one for increasing the vibrance, but this is looking a bit colorless, so function 5 will not made a big difference. So what I sometimes do is go to auto color. That's better. It's put a little bit of warmth and redness into it. I'm happy with that. I think we'll just do a sharpen and Command Shift S. Once again, we need to look and find the name of the boat. Right, it's Ned 8174. The name is normally on the back. So here we are, Extreme. I can't see a boat make, so we won't worry about that today. Extreme Ned 8174, V to bring the date in, and it's XSTREAM Ned 8174. The great thing about doing this is that in future years, and sometimes we get inquiries from 6, 7, 8 years ago, people only have to tap their boat name into the website and it will find that photograph. Just one more thing looking at it, the faces are a little bit on the dark side, so what I sometimes do is get the dodge tool and just lighten up the faces a little bit. Fine, save that. Command W, and we go on to the next one. Okay, here we have another motorboat. Quite nice. I like the flag giving us a bit of colour there. Now looks like we've got some people waving, which is always good. People do like to see themselves in the picture. That's not bad. You've got the people in the cockpit and the people on the back, but I quite like just to get the one with the tower. Hopefully they're still waving in that one. Perfect. Yep, I think they'll like that one. So we will open with Photoshop. Go into crop and crop down. Try about there. The tower makes quite a nice little feature in the background, so I think we'll make sure we include that. It's just a shame we've got this yacht in the background. If they buy the picture, we'll probably edit that sail out because just spoils the look a bit. Happy with that. Function 8 again, just to lighten up the shadows. Oops, sorry, I had to crop it first. And the highlights look a little bit burnt out, so I'm just going to do a function 6, which just brings the highlights down fractionally. Let's just try the auto color. Yeah, once again, I think that looks right. Now, I'm pretty happy with the picture, except this C in the front, to me, is a bit dark. So what I'm going to do is grab the dodge tool, make it really big, like 2000 pixels-ish, and I'm just going to run it across there. Fine, that's just lifted the whole picture just by lightening up the C in the foreground. Command-Shift-S, Command-V to put the date in, and now we can just about see the name of the boat on the back, but we need to get a bit more clearly. And it is called Ballena, B-A-L-L-E-N-A, and we can also see it's a Targa 43. So shut that down. Command-Shift-S. I was already saving it, wasn't I? B-A-L-L-E-N-A, Targa 43. Done. Happy with that. Command-W. And on to the next one. Right. Ribs very rarely have a name, and I like that one because it's leaping out of the water quite well. Probably even better there. Somebody's waving, that's good. Yeah, that looks pretty good. We'll go for that one. So open with Photoshop. Go on to crop first. Back there. This time I'll crop there and I'll grab the straighten tool and just run that along the horizon. There we go, straightened it up for me. The blue looks a little bit overdone, so I'm just going to try auto color there. Yeah, that looks a bit more realistic, and I think it could just brighten up a little bit. So function F2, no, that's too much. Command Z to cancel that. Function F1, that's pretty good. I'm just going to lighten this area here a bit just to get the people a bit more. They'll come down to about 380 pixels, just see. That's brilliant, that just highlights them a bit better. Right, as I thought, that I can't see a name, there is something on the front. Let's just have a look at another picture. Can't really see. Oh, oops. It's called Big Bob. Wow, brilliant. Okay. So we shall go back into Photoshop. Command-Shift-S. Command-V. Big Bob. I can't even see the name of the rib, so we'll just have to leave it at that, just Big Bob. Save that, okay. Command W, and on to the next one. And that's it for this section.